Well, this morning, Brandon and I left at 6:30 and went to Aiken and picked up another load of stuff. And I'll show you what we got there. But then we started digging up plants, and I have so many grapevines. So I have easily, I only think I need 2 more or 3 to finish out the arbor. I know I have more than double that. And then the other ones are black currants. And then I got some tulips. She said this is completely the wrong time to be transplanting them. It should be in the fall, but 6 weeks from now they'll be moved out of that house, and they were just going to mow these over today with some hostas and a bunch of other stuff. They're just going to mow it to open that up. It's like, well, I'm going to dig it up and we'll see what happens. Most of this is really old vines, so some of the roots were this big, and then you got some smaller ones, so I really don't expect the leaves and stuff to make it, but it's a grapevine, just like the other ones I planted. It'll just start growing new stuff right away. But I wanted to get some water on it because I should have done it right when I got home, but that was an hour and 15-minute drive, and they were in the back of the truck getting wind whipped. And so we have grape, black currant, grape, another grape, 2 black currant. This is actually a whole bunch of them in there, but I'll just plant them as a bunch. Grape, tulip, another grape, another grape, another grape. I thought I had 3 tulips. Maybe I did fit them all into 2. And then another currant here, and another grape. You can see these other ones, they all have stuff started up. These are even trying to make grapes. This one was a slow starter. That's another old one, but it's coming up. This one's doing real good. This one is doing pretty good now, and this one I didn't think was going to come at all, and it started this week too. So I'll plant 2 more right here. This is another black currant that we got last time. And that means I have 7 grapes that I don't know where I'm going to plant them yet. Here's the 52 T-posts. Got them for $2 a piece, which is a very good deal. The other 9 of these table things right here for inside the greenhouse. I got another 12 of the cattle panel, the 50 by 16 foot. And these here are the 2x6s that go on the bottom of the greenhouse with the, it has a place for the wiggle wire so the plastic can go in. And I got this, what do you call it? It's the thing that, the electric for electric fence. She also has a solar one that I'm buying because that will work perfect for if we do, where we move the grazing areas. So yeah, that and a tester for it too. So once again, I got a really good deal on all this and I just made myself a whole bunch more work. And then after I got back, I've just been focusing on planting stuff into the garden, the plants. This little square area right here, or this 3 foot by, it's a 4 foot by 5 foot area. I'm gonna do it on both sides of the garden and we're gonna plant wheat berries in there just to see how it grows. Little experiment. Well, the 5 black currant plants are planted. And just like everything else that we plant like this on the farmstead here, either makes it or it doesn't. We decided to stick it over here because we don't really have anything over here. And it gets a lot of sun over here, and we should have more planted, but we just don't. So we'll see what happens. I still don't know what we're going to do with those. Melissa said I could build another arbor because I've got 7 plants there and it's 8 on that one there. I don't know. I suggested maybe we plant it over here. This is where the one that we got from my brother 2 or 3 years ago is planted, and now this year the main vine is dead, but it's coming up over here and I can see it coming up over there, so I need to put it on there. But she said if I plant it against here, and this is true, it'll take over that whole fence and it'll block out the sunlight getting in there, so we'll keep it off of here. You guys probably can't see it, but when I look across this, I do see green. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I can see it over here. There's like a hump and it's green. My dad is up at the cabin right now. I might join him in a couple days for one day. Help get some stuff done around there, and he asked me if I had any wood cut because he said he'd like to come and run the splitter, but told him it's going to be a couple of weeks before I get on that. I got other things that are more important than cutting wood, and then I'll freak out because I got to cut wood because there's nothing more important. But if he wants to come and split some, I'll gladly cut some up, but I just told him it'll be a couple of weeks. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. It's, I don't know, it's probably 7:15. I haven't even started editing on the last video. I think that one's a little bit shorter, so that'll be good. I need to get that done. Everything's watered in. Still have more planting to do, but everything is doing pretty good. The rest, I think everything else that's going to get planted gets planted like in the greenhouse area. Even if it doesn't have plastic on it, there's still going to be plants in there. I know one question I'm going to get every time I do, what kind of hoe do I use? This is a hoop hoe. It's my favorite one. That's all I use. This, and then I've got one identical to this that I cut the handle off right here. So when my back gets real sore from pulling, you know, standing up and doing it, or if I want to get down and really get in there, I just use it as a hand one and can pull along. It's the only hoe I've used for a long time. I'll start this up again tomorrow. Shower's gonna feel good. I have about 3 layers of bug spray and about 3 layers of mud and dirt on me. Good morning, everybody. I had no idea it was supposed to rain. Woke up this morning, it wasn't raining, and then it started sprinkling, and there's a line coming through that'll take a couple hours. At least this is a nice slow rain. They're still talking about some pretty good storms for tomorrow afternoon. just said that. Seems like we have a lot more birds around this year, so we're gonna have to get netting for over the top of this.
I don't see any on here.
That's all new growth on top though.
Not too much.
Yeah, they're taller, but they don't have near as much fruit on them. Yeah. We're really gonna have to watch those chickens because these things got ripe really fast last year. Oh yeah. The bees all over in there too. A lot of flowers started on the blackberries.
We need something to hold these up or else you're going to mow over them.
This apple tree had all those flowers, but I don't have a pollinator. I was hoping somebody else had one, but I do not see any apples on it. Yep, they got the little place where the flowers are going to go. Bees over here too. Yeah, they're doing really good.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, for the time I planted them last year and how dry it was, it really came up nice. I probably should have, once it got nice out today, got into the garden and planted more of these plants. But sometimes it's just nice to get on the mower, and I enjoy mowing. It relaxes me, and even with chaos going around, it just looks organized once it's mowed. Got everything mowed behind the boiler finally for the first time this year, so that's all cleaned up. Makes it feel like it was a good day. I just went out and did the baby chicks, which are half-grown chickens now, and turkeys and ducks. And I did the main chickens. Everybody is good for tomorrow. I'm gonna go up in the morning to the tent, and I may spend the night. My dad's up there. He's been up there for a few days now, and he's staying all the way until the weekend. So go up there and do some stuff on his place. I'll be back here. Not tomorrow, but the next day. Well, I'm back from the tent. I went up this morning, spent some time with my dad, and was going to spend the night, do a catch and cook and an overnight, but big storms coming through, big hail. There's a tornado on the ground north of the tent. It's just going to get nasty tonight in some places, so I thought it's best I get back here and in case the power goes out or anything. So I guess we'll just follow along. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll miss us, but we'll see what happens.
what's going on with this one, but to the north and east, we're looking at what just went through Virginia, Highway 3 and 12th Avenue. That is the system that we just saw here. Now remember, all these little individual clusters are moving to the south and east at about 45 miles per hour. It's only going to be a matter of time before it gets here in the Twin Ports.
I would say within the next hour it's going to get pretty interesting here. I think that's pretty much it for us. 20 miles south of here, they're still under a tornado warning. We didn't get any hail. Some places did get tornadoes in Minnesota. We were watching it on TV. But I think we escaped this one. Good morning, everybody. This morning I'm just trying to get, or today I'm trying to get all of the plants put into the garden so I'm done planting. So that was the plan, but right now I have to run up to Floodwood, Minnesota, which is a half-hour drive from the house. The fruit truck is coming. Melissa and I went a few weeks ago, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and got 2 boxes of peaches. And they have peaches again, Georgia peaches, and I'm going to get 2 more boxes. She wants to make peach wine, and I don't know what I suppose jam or jelly or can 'em or whatever. So, and since it's almost lunchtime, the fruit truck always parks at the Burger House in Floodwood, so I'm going to get lunch at the Burger House and then get the fruit and get home and get back on the garden. I'm sitting here in Floodwood. I'm at the Burger House. I just went in there and got a burger and fries and coleslaw. And now I have about 20 minutes left to wait until the fruit truck gets here. I got my 2 boxes of peaches, 20 pounds each box, $45 a box, so $90 for 2 of them. Later in the year they have Colorado peaches, but they're not as good as these Georgia ones. Oh, just a couple more things to plant here, and I'm finally done. All these little tiny ones, a lot of these are herbs, like this one is cilantro. And this is a mystery. It's got to be a hot pepper, but the thing that she had in there got lost. And some of the stuff didn't come up. Beets didn't. I have beets planted though in a seed tape up there. She did them by seed like this, but usually with beets they're such a short season that I usually don't do that. But you know, she was just going through planting stuff. But yeah, I'm glad when this is done. I don't know what kind of peppers these are, but she said it's got to be a hot pepper. Something for salsa. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to end this one now because I am so sick of planting the garden. And if you guys are half as sick of watching me plant the garden, it's time to move on to another one. We put the table things, just set them in here. Those came with the greenhouse. They're 4x8, and they would be tables on both sides and on the back, and I can't remember if down the middle, but I actually pretty sure we're not going to really use them. The place that had the greenhouses before supplied the big greenhouses in town. So everything that was grown was done in containers to be sold. Well, you know, we're not going to be growing, you know, I don't know, squash or something in a container to eat. So we'll see. We might get rid of them. I don't know if I'll sell them or we'll keep a few of them, because in the spring you could definitely use them to start the plants. We'll see. And then we'll be getting the top on this, but instead I'm not going to go through everything I planted. I'm going to do a whole nother video on that. We'll just go through everything that was planted, take a look at everything, because like I said, I'm so sick of planting. I'm sure you're sick of watching me plant, and that'll be kind of fun to go through and see everything, see how all this stuff that's real small comes up. The nice thing about the stuff that's small in here, once we cover it with plastic, we're going to be up 2 more zones. Instead of being 4, we're going to be like at a high 5 or 6 for the growing zone. So we will have more time for growing and more heat, which is really what a lot of this stuff needs. So anyway, yeah, let's end this one now. She's starting to look green. I'll see you guys on the next video.